give this one a shot. This is a song that I call the Ballad of Ida, and it's about a strong woman. They brought me in to see her, putting up her final fight. Oh, and the shadows on her face were dancing from the candlelight. And I wish that I could give her any parts that I could spare, because the broken parts she had were just too far beyond repair. We stood beside the bedlight and sang Amazing Grace, 'cause that song would always bring the biggest smile right to her face. Well, I didn't want to lose it, and I tried with all my might, when she took my hand and smiled at me on that quiet, quiet night. A true matriarch, will all the kings would bow down at her feet. She became a mother fairly young and drank her whiskey neat. Well, it made her numb, but it made her tough. She never did lose sight that love was still the greatest weapon. Love could win the hardest fight, and she fought with both arms open for her neighbors and the poor. And she never turned away a stranger knocking at her door. She was socially adept, she was clever and polite. I remembered everything she was on that quiet, quiet night. Husband was a farmer who was up before the sun. Oh, and the daylight was his wristwatch. She always knew when he was done. Then one year there was a problem. The government came by and took the land behind the tree line, but she saw right through the lie. So she marched to City Hall and told them all it's not for sale. They held her in contempt, threw her in the county jail. Well, she never backed down from the threats, and in the end she won the fight. We reminisced about that story on that quiet, quiet night. Her husband died 12 years ago, but she stayed in their home. Even though she lived all by herself, she never was alone. 'Cause all the good she did came back to her, yes, over tenfold more. Everyone took turns to visit or to bring her to the store. Now tonight she takes her final breaths. It all just seems surreal. My emotions span across the board. I'm not sure how to feel. Just past 8 o'clock her body becomes quiet in the light. Now she's made her way to the other side, that quiet, quiet night.